on car standing?
Fucking yeah. That's why I'm standing with so many fucking diapers.
Yeah, I bet you were.
You look good behind the wheel line. You sure you didn't shut the fuel off? You might have shut it off. Let's get behind the wheel line. Huh?
Yeah. Well, what do you think?
I think it's awesome. Darren did a fine job. He wired it all up. He got it working good, and that's it. We'll bring it back. Corey took it for a test drive. He's happy with it. We'll find out when he gets back here, and if he is, we'll give it a wash, we'll deliver it, and away we go. How'd it go though?
Good.
Is it wobbly as when you first?
No, sure.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know. You usually.
Oh, that was doing what you see way down the road. Yeah.
So the brakes are right up, eh?
Yeah, I was pulling to one side.
Just now?
Yeah. But
Well,
I
it
noticed
stops.
the adjustment on that one was really stiff. All the other adjustments were free.
Okay.
So something to play with.
Did you shut the gas off just so I know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been leaving it on actually, it's okay, that's a
Yeah,
bonus.
where can it go? But I thought with it was on.
I know, it was messing me up.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I wrote on there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just in a Sharpie, but it was like, yeah, it's backwards to what you think.
Yeah. Okay, great.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, you're welcome. You're
We're
welcome.
going down the road.
Now we'll put a Hemi in there. You can go race Bruce Brown.
Exactly, yeah.
That's awesome. It's funner with the top down, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, guys. So you just saw Corey came by. He took his little 29 Cabriolet for a drive. He was super happy with it. All we did to that car, like I said in several videos, we just took all the old wiring out. Darren rewired it, and we put an alternator on there. We converted it over to 12 volts for Corey. We made the headlights actually high beam or low beam and high beam, so he's got both. What else did we do? We put electric wipers on it for him. And basically got all what little gauges there are, made sure the gauges themselves were working properly. And that's it. We kind of left it at that. We did a tune-up on it, new plugs, cap, rotor points, that kind of stuff. And, you know, we ourselves took it for a road drive. And you saw Corey, he took it for a drive down the road, and he's having a hell of a good time with it. So he dropped it back off here. I delivered it to his house, and now we're on to the next couple projects here we got. So we're going to show you what our next project is for Darren. Okay, let's take a look here. Any of you guys are into VWs? How many guys out there like 66 VW vans? This is a 12 window, or at least this is what I was told. The owner, Kelly, she bought this van down in the United States. I can't remember where she got it. I don't even think she told me where she got it. But she brought it up, and she's super happy with it, and it needed some stuff, so she brought it over to us, and we're going to straighten the wiring out for her and go through the mechanical on that, just make sure everything is good and safe on it. She's doing it the proper way, Good on you, Kelly, if you're out there watching. She's doing it the properly way. She's doing all the mechanical and the safety stuff first. She's going to drive it, have some fun. Hopefully she saves up for a while later on in life, and she'll come back to us, and maybe we'll get to do the body and paint on it for her. But it's a pretty cool looking little van, and let's take a look here. Okay, so there she is. Like I say, it's a 1966. And yes, it does run. It does run, obviously. She drove it 4.5 years ago, and then she's had it for some time sitting around. And she got started ripping the old wiring out, and got the new wiring started going in there. But didn't get too far with it. Got a little bit into it and then just wiring wasn't their forte. So she says, "Hey, can we bring it over to you and you guys straighten it out?" So that's not a problem. So it is getting a whole complete new harness. That is the beginning of the harness. It's just now we got to fix up what they began to do. So here's the inside. Yeah. Now, you'll have to school me, some of you guys out there. I always thought VW vans and bugs were a neat little thing, and more lately I'm starting to get into them. You know, as you get older, you get into different things, and it's pretty cool. But I don't know much about these things, so I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to be the showboater on here saying that I know this and know that, and here I am sitting in a room reading it on a magazine and then telling you it as if I'm scripted. I don't know much about them, and whether I'll ever own one or not, I don't know. I can't tell you. At this moment in time, I don't think I will own one, but I do think they're pretty damn fucking cool. So I do believe she said this van originally was red, and someone's obviously painted it. It's kind of a neat color combination. It's not a color you see every day. She was talking about she'd like to go lime green on it, which I think would look awesome. It'd really stand out, and yeah. I imagine some of you Volkswagen guys out there are probably going nuts over this, because I have been told that over the past few years these things are climbing in price and they're worth big money. Now I don't know what they're worth, because like I say, we have the discussion all the time. Something to me, like I say, is only worth what someone's willing to pay. But obviously everything, when it's older, does go up in value. There's no doubt about that. So there we are. So this here, Darren will be starting on this next week. So there we are. There's Darren's new project. Now, of course, our 56 Chevy that we're doing for Norm, the pickup, there it is. She's sitting there. We've got the one fender back on it. It's all lined up and good. And that's awesome. Now, I want you guys to... I want to give you guys a little heads up here, because some of you guys have been writing in. You say, way to go, Rick, Darren, and Dave. I got someone new working at the shop. Her name's Elise, and she actually took all the fenders off this truck. She cleaned it all up, you know, like up in the wheel wells and all that. She put the new fender back on, bolted it on, lined it up, got it all shimmed up. She actually ripped Colby's truck apart. If you go back in the past videos, the 69 Chevy pickup, she took all that truck apart. She took everything apart except for the cab itself, but she gutted that truck herself. The other day she was out here wire wheeling Jean's 41 Ford Coupe. She took the fenders off. She's done a little bit of welding around here. She's done lots of stuff. So we do have a new employee at the shop. And I don't show her too much in videos. Again, she's kind of like Darren, doesn't want to be in the videos too much, and that's all okay. You can see her in bits and pieces here and there. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that she's getting kudos for what she's doing. It's not always about me and Dave. This is it. I don't plan on hiring any more staff. That's it. The staff is done now. We don't need any more. I want to keep it small. I want to keep it basic. I want to keep it under control, so I know what's going on with customer cars, because the customers and the cars is the most important thing to me. That's all I need around here. I've got 3 part-time people. Nobody's full-time. Like I said, I'm the only full-time person. You know, you got Lise. She's a couple days a week. You got Darren a couple days a week. You got Dave. That's 3 days, sometimes 3.5 days a week. That's it. I'm the guy 5 days a week. Sometimes 8, sometimes 16 hours a day, but that's all fine. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to give kudos out there so you guys all know what's going on. Now, if you're going to see in the background here, you'll see what we've also got in here. Now, this is a Mercury, and believe it or not, this is a fiberglass body Mercury. Now, we're wondering, it came out of the States back in the 80s. It was in Street Rodder magazine. It was all red back then. It's had a few changes since then, but it was red. And This car, it was in Street Rodder in the early 80s. It's got a Pete and Jake's frame underneath it, all built. It wound up here up in BC. A guy, Earl, I believe his name was Earl, he owned it, he bought it, he did a few changes, put the lake pipes on, had the flames done. I believe he did the wide whites and the chrome wheels. And he did a couple little things here and there, and then he passed away, unfortunately, and Gord bought it. Now let me grab the key. Let's take a walk. Let me go grab the key, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back here now. I've got the key. Let's see. I think I gotta grab the door while I'm... There we go. So you can definitely tell that it was done back in the 80s just by the interior alone. And I'm not knocking the car. I'm just saying you can see it's got that 80s theme going on. So anyway, he brought it into us. The speedo wasn't working. The speedo and the tack weren't working. They'd come on now and again, and we figured, Darren took a look at that, figured out that it needs a whole new speedo assembly. He's tidying up some of the wiring, like many cars over the years. It starts out with a beautiful wiring job, then people get in there and add this and take that away and add that and add this, and people just cut and snip, and nobody ever thinks about what's going to happen down in the future. And what happens is, you get a rat's nest under the dash again. And, that's normal. We've all done it, shit. Here I am in a shop, and I can't even talk too much, because, I've got cars myself where all of a sudden I've been like, oh, I want to add this on, and what do? I get underneath there, I look for a hot wire, and snip, and tie up, and away we go. And, I should have just went a little slower and did it a little neater. We always do on the customer vehicles, but, sometimes we don't on our own, and that shit happens. So, nobody is knocking anybody for that. So anyway, looks like it's got all the trick 80s stuff going on. So, so that's what's happening there. Close that up. So, it's got the big bubble skirts on there. It's got the lake pipes going on. It's got some beautiful wide whites with chrome wheels, and it's got the nice hubcaps that say Mercury on them, which is awesome. I think that just looks beautiful on this car. The flames are gorgeous. Whoever did the flames did a beautiful job on the flames, I think. It's got the dummy spotlights, of course, and like I say, this is a fiberglass body. We're trying to look into it to see if it would be a Gene Winfield body. Seeing how it came out of the States, that would be amazing if it was a Winfield fiberglass body. If anyone out there knows who Gene Winfield is, he's been around forever, and he does make fiberglass Merc bodies. And there's a good possibility this could be one. So you got the French headlights going on, the 54 Chevy grille with all the extra teeth, of course. That was the main thing that people used to do. And I don't know what else to tell you about this car. It's a beautiful car. And Darren's been working on it a little bit. He could straighten the wiring out. Gord had a little bit of a clunk in his steering. We took a look at that. I think we resolved the problem there. I think we figured that out. So that's all going to be taken care of. Frenched antenna in the back. Obviously the 49 back 3-piece window, which I love. I love 3-piece glass. I love glass that's in pieces rather than just one big whole piece. I don't know, it's just something about it. And it looks like they tried to copy like 54 Mercury taillights, but they put the ones that are kind of, they kind of did that modern school thing, which, that's not my style. But you know what? I'm not knocking it, but it's not my style, and that's all fine. But what a beautiful car! Like, that's awesome. Cruising down the road, it's all Mustang 2 clip with the way the frame was built, so it's just great. So any of you guys that are out there, I've said this a dozen times over again. Anybody that needs a trailer, let me get this turned around. Anybody out there that needs a trailer, Kit's Trailers, that is the place to be. Kit's Trailers is the place to go. These guys can build. These guys have got flat decks. They've got enclosed trailers. They've got trailers for your not for your RVs, for your ATVs. I don't know if he gets into boat trailers or not. That's something you'd have to phone and ask on. I never did ask Gord about that. But they can custom make you trailers. We're talking like beaver tails, winches, all the good stuff, toolboxes on there. I mean, they can custom build you whatever you want, and the work is phenomenal. The trailers are beautiful. He doesn't have these cheap, nasty trailers where after a year or two of sitting out in the weather, you see the paint start peeling off. His trailers are not like that. His trailers are awesome. So it's Kit's Equipment and Trailers. He's located in Chilliwack and Abbotsford. I believe he has one over in the island too. His name is Gord, and I think he also said he's got a new one opening up soon. I don't know where, but I believe he does have a new one opening up. So if anyone's in the neighborhood looking for a trailer, you tell them that Rick at Old Time Garage sent you down there. That'll be awesome, because I believe in helping each other out. I think small businesses should work amongst each other, and I would sooner, I'd sooner see all us small businesses stick together and knock out the bigger high end guys. You know what I'm saying? So There you go. There you go. It's right there. 1-877-823-7199. You can see the number there for Aldergrove, for Chilliwack. And you can look them up online there, www.kitequipment.com. Check them out. And again, mention that old Rick at Old Time Garage sent you down. And that way there, when you guys, if you guys bug Gord too much, he can come down and yell at me. So let's take a look here. So we got Mean Gene's car over here too, the 41 Ford. And let's say we still got the fender off on this side. Now what you're seeing here is we're doing all the bodywork on the fender. So right here, all we did was, it was a little bit of surface rust. We just rattle canned that in for now. We just rattle canned it in. Gene keeps the car in the garage. He just drives it on the sunny days. We're just doing the rear fenders for him right now, and then he's going to bring it back later in life, and we're going to eventually do the whole car. But Gene's taking it piece by piece. And again, like I said, if you go back in many of my other videos, you'll see where we actually had this car right off of the frame. And all the running gear is done on this car. So Gene's going about it the right way, and he likes driving it around with multicolors like that. Gene's, you know, in his 70s, and he said that's what they were like back in the old high school parking lots. They look like that. That's how they were. So Gene's an awesome guy, and he's having fun. Here's this fender right here. Actually, look how bad this thing is. Look at this. Should all be a lip. It's gone. Like I've started putting on here. Here's the original. This is what's left of the original, and then I've started putting a lip on here. It's just all completely gone. It's just rotted away completely. Like, look at that. There's nothing left. Just nothing. So we got that going on for me and Gene. That's what I'm going to be welding on here today. And then we come in the other bay here, and Dave is working away. He's got the other Pontiac fender, a Dean's in here for the 55 Pontiac. He's working on that. He's got the other door, the passenger side door, all ready for me to primer up. He's got the front splash apron all ready for me to do. So there we go. So that's what's happening at Old Time Garage today. I want to thank all my viewers out there. I want to thank all my new subscribers. I can't thank you enough for watching. I'm just a guy that's got a shop, just having a good time, trying to make ends meet for all you blue collar working class guys out there. Telling it like it is, telling it like I should. No hidden secrets here, and that's just the way it is. So remember, it's always a good time at Old Time. We'll see you next time. Keep the rubber on the ground, eh? See ya.